Scariest Texas housing market crash just got worse. Have you been keeping up with the latest news in the Texas housing market? If not, you may want to pay attention to this. The already scary housing market crash in Texas has just gotten worse. According to data from the Austin Board of Realtors and Redfin, the housing market in Austin, Texas is experiencing significant changes with double-digit declines in home prices and triple-digit increases in the number of houses for sale compared to 12 months ago. This video will delve into the details and provide insights into what this shift could mean for homeowners, buyers, and sellers alike. Stick around until the end to find out more. According to Redfin, the median sold price for homes in Forest, Austin, Texas in March 2023 was $441,000, which is 12% lower than the previous month. However, compared to the peak price of $574,000 in May 2022, the current median sold price has decreased by 23%. Furthermore, the current median sold price of $441,000 is similar to the price in March 2021, which was $402,000, indicating a minimal difference of $40,000 over the last 2 years. If prices in Austin, Texas remain steady this spring, they could reach a 2-year low, potentially in March or April 2023. The average days on the market in the greater Austin, Texas market was 84 days in February 2023, which is a 190% increase from the 29 days recorded in the previous year. This suggests a significant slowdown in the housing market. Additionally, closed home sales in the Austin housing market decreased by 17% compared to February 2022, with only 2,106 closed home sales reported. However, the future trend of the Austin housing market remains uncertain, and more information is required to make a more accurate prediction. The current real estate market is experiencing some interesting trends. Despite a 499% increase in active listings, or houses for sale, compared to 12 months ago, there has only been a less than 1% decrease in new listings. This means that the massive increase in housing supply is not due to an increase in new listings, but rather homes taking longer to sell and fewer contracts being signed between buyers and sellers. Furthermore, pending home sales have decreased by 9%, indicating a decrease in contracts being signed between buyers and sellers. The month supply of homes has also increased from 0.3 months to 2.6 months on a year-over-year basis, which is an increase of 767%. The city of Austin is also experiencing a decline in the real estate market. The median sold price has decreased by 6% compared to February 2022, and closed home sales have decreased by 29. Days in the market have increased by 44 days, with the average days on the market being 74 days. The number of active listings has surged by 384% on a year-over-year basis, while the number of new listings has remained relatively flat. The increase in housing supply is due to a decrease in home buying demand, causing a surge in supply despite a decrease in new listings. These trends may have a significant impact on the real estate market soon. And while we're on the subject, the number of homes with contracts to be sold has dropped by 19. The number of months of supply has likewise been growing at a rapid rate. At this point, at least for the month of February, the levels are at 2.2 months. A year before, it had only been 0.3 months. This represents an increase of 1.9 months on a year's basis for you. I also want to discuss with you guys the percentage of price cuts that have occurred in the state of Texas as opposed to Austin, Texas. Therefore, this is the altosresearch.com website for Texas. There's been a 35% decrease in the share of price increases across the entirety of the state. And this, by the way, is for the weekend of the 10th of March in the current calendar year. The percentage that the share price dropped to stay wide was 35, which is slightly more than the average across the country. According to what I've read, the national average is 31%, whereas Texas's rate is 35%. Now, let's take a gander at Austin, shall we? In the city of Austin, Texas, the percentage of reduced prices now stands at 45. It seems that anywhere between 5 and 10 of the residences now up for sale in Austin, Texas have had their asking prices cut. So, have a look at this, and allow me to remove the average of 90. As a result, the price per share in Austin has dropped to around 45. Since late December of the previous year, there has been a downward trend. In addition, the current unemployment rate of 45% is the lowest level seen since around the 1st of July of the previous year. Having said that, the current rate of 45% is at least 5 years higher than the previous high. Before a year had passed, the share had only reached 12. When we last checked, the percentage was only 7%. That is completely out of the question. I've worked all throughout this country and I think that's one of the lowest shares I've ever seen anywhere. December claims that this year was 2 years ago, which is completely ridiculous considering that it's now 45. In addition to that, compare this to the share in March of the year 2020, which was 25. When we first started covering 2019, the percentage was 33%, and by the end of March 2018, it had reached 30. As a result, the current share of price declines is at least the highest it's been in at least 5 years. At this time, let's examine Redfin's website for data on Austin, Texas. The site reports a decline in new listings for homes in Austin, down 6.3% compared to the same period in 2022. This decrease is due to a drop in people listing their homes for sale, resulting in a reduction in housing inventory. Pending home sales are also experiencing a significant decline, down 42.58% compared to last year, and closed home sales are down approximately 19% compared to the levels in 2021. The average number of days it takes for a house to sell in Austin, known as the median days in the market, has increased to 82 days for the 4 weeks ending March 5th. This is a substantial increase of 52 days compared to 12 months ago, when the median days in the market were about 30 days. In comparison to the same time frame of 2020, the days in the market have almost doubled, as it only took about 40 days to sell a house in Austin, Texas back then. Let's also take a look at the ratio of the final list price to the average sale price, because that ratio now stands at 97. In the 40s, that concluded on March 5th. Meeting houses were selling for an average price that was approximately 3% lower than the seller's final list price. This is also known as selling for 3% less than the asking price. Contrast this with the year 2022. At this point in time, homes were selling for an average of 4% more than their asking price. Now they are selling for about 3% below. And of course, the delta on that is approximately 7 percentage points in one single year, moving from 104 now to approximately 97. Now they are selling for approximately 3% below. And of course, the delta on that is approximately 7 percentage points in one single year. Also, with a score of 97, this is significantly lower than the year 2021. 2021 was the year when, on average, properties sold for 6% more than their asking price. At this time, they are being offered a price reduction of 3%. It is going to be incredibly intriguing to see what happens in the home market this spring, because in the spring of 2021, as well as the previous spring, the market was rising steadily. It truly reached its highest point right here in reference to, the ratio back in May of 2021, when on average properties were selling for 10 over the asking price. Now, however, they are selling for much below what is being asked. Thanks for sticking with us until the end to learn more about the current state of the Texas housing market. As we've seen, the market is experiencing significant changes that could have a major impact on homeowners, buyers, and sellers. While the future of the market remains uncertain, we hope that the information provided in this video has been helpful in shedding some light on the current situation. We encourage you to keep an eye on the market as it continues to evolve and to make informed decisions based on the latest data and trends. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more real estate insights and analysis. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Thank you for watching this video on the Texas housing market crash.